buckle up because you're about to get angry.
Hey, Richard, before you go, a little bit of a curveball because we have some news just out. This coming from Punchbowl that says that House Dems proposed ban on stock trading and that they plan to make that proposal early next month. I'd love your thoughts on that, given the conversations we've had over the years about the Fed and Fed members trading or now no longer trading. How you feel about members of Congress trading? This has been an issue in the news, given
or their spouses,
or their spouses, given Pelosi's and her husband's involvement in trading.
Yeah, Paul Pelosi has gained a lot of attention. I worry a little bit that with regard to the Fed, which is what I care about, you need to have people. Liz is a good example with market backgrounds who understand how markets operate. And the strictures that they put in place, and you know how that derived from my successor at the Dallas Fed. I'm worried that they're going to take away any sense of market sensibility. So I hope they don't screw that down too hard. With regard to the House and the Senate, clearly people have taken advantage of inside information forever. I'm not against their tapping that down. And I'm sorry to see that Paul Pelosi and Nancy Pelosi and others appear, it's all appearance right now, we don't know the facts, to have taken advantage of inside information. So something needs to be done. But let's be careful with the Fed. You need people. Rob Kaplan, by the way, was of great assistance to the committee and to the chair. He understood markets. So I'm a little bit worried about this as we go through time.
Have definitely taken advantage of insider information. That's kind of wild. I've said this before. I'll say it again. There's two things that I think need to be really discussed about this. Number one is it's always let's stop Congress from trading stocks. A lot of the things we talk about, let's just even use Paul Pelosi or Nancy Pelosi or many of the top gainers in our Congress trading pool. They're trading options. This is one of my biggest fears in this whole debacle is everyone's like, let's stop them from trading stocks. So even if that's one, they're like, okay, cool, we won't trade stocks. They are trading millions and millions and millions of dollars of worth of options. Let's not let them get in that little, I guess, technicality of we just said stock trading. We're talking about trading. I think there is a very real possibility that that's how they find this particular loophole. They're like, fine, we'll just trade options. We just agreed to not trade stocks. So that's a big fear of mine. And then the other side of this is even there. It's Paul Pelosi trading, and obviously he's married to Nancy Pelosi. And so then they're talking about spouses. But what if you have kids? What if you have cousins? What if you have aunts or uncles? What if you have friends? All this stuff, there's other clear loopholes. What if Paul Pelosi is like, fine, we'll get a divorce, but I'll still just live with you and we'll talk every day and we'll act like we're married, but in the eyes of the law, we'll just not be married. Can she then give him information? There's too many things to worry about of okay, what if you're in Congress and you get married? What if you get divorced? What if you have positions when you come into office? Do you have to get out of them? I still think the easiest solution to all of this is there has to be notifications given out publicly before they trade. So even the day before, I am completely fine with that. I think that is a very, very fair solution to this problem of if the Pelosi's want to trade, cool. You file it today and you can execute the trade on the 29th. Just a 1 day heads up because right now it's a 45-day window. And then when it gets to the public, there is a potential for it to be another 45 days. So right now in the eyes of the law, it can be a 90-day period, a 3-month period before we find out anything. Why not just file reports? People can look at the website as they want, and the next day they're allowed to trade exactly what was in the report. As long as there is a notification to the public of what's going to happen before it actually happens, I think that's a fair solution. I think that's an absolutely fair solution. Let them keep trading, but let's just get the information in a more timely manner. I think that's the best way to really solve what the hell is going on, but it is absolutely disgusting.